So, Eternals is right around the corner. It's coming out next week, and the reviews are in. And today I'm going to take a look and kind of recap what the overall thoughts are on Eternals. Let's get into it. Real quick before we get into the reviews of the Eternals, I just want to say I have not seen the movie yet. I'll be seeing it hopefully on opening day, November 6th, I think is when it comes out. And I'm just going to be recapping the reviews that have been out on Rotten Tomatoes or YouTube. Just kind of the general consensus on this movie and how it might be one of the most controversial MCU movies of all time. We're going to get into all of that. But before we do, I just want to say sorry I haven't been posting lately. I haven't posted in about a week. There has been really no news or movies to review. I was going to review Dune, but I had stuff come up, so I could not review Dune. I will probably do a video about Dune once I finish it, but it's a pretty long movie, so yeah, that's that. Also, hit the subscribe button down below. It does wonders to my channel. And comment, what are your thoughts on Eternals? Are you really excited to see it, or are with these reviews and it kind of be a little controversial? Are you kind of lowered expectations, or are you still really excited for it? I just want to say I'm still extremely excited for it. And the general consensus on this is it's not your normal MCU movie. And is that a bad thing? No, I don't think it is. But it's, you know, people going to MCU movies wanting the MCU and what it does. And apparently with these reviews so far, they've been saying that no, Eternals isn't like your typical MCU movie. But I also think that's good because I still love the MCU, but I think it's getting a little too bogged down. I think having so many projects in a year and back-to-back doesn't really work that well. You need a breath. And, well, you know, this year we had WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, then we had Loki, Black Widow, What If, Shang-Chi. That's 6 projects already this year on top of Hawkeye, The Eternals, and Spider-Man No Way Home. So we have a lot of MCU content. So I'm kind of glad they kind of switched things up a little bit with the formula for this movie. And it does have a 72% on Rotten Tomatoes currently, which is the second lowest out of all the movies. Thor: The Dark World has 66. I hope Eternals doesn't get that low because I don't think it is that bad of a movie, even though I haven't seen it. But I think it's very polarizing. I think either you love it or you hate it because it's very long. It has like 2 hours and 37 minutes, I think, and it's long. Some people are saying it's boring. Other people are saying no, it's a sweeping epic. It's great. Some are saying there's too many characters, and it's kind of a mixed bag of people's opinions. Overall, people do though like Brian Tyree Henry in this movie and Kumail Nanjiani. And I'm really excited to see Kumail Nanjiani in here. I'm a big fan of his. He's really funny. And I'm really excited for this movie. And I know, you know, people are calling it a flop. I mean, seriously, it's got a 72% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's still positive. It's still a fresh tomato. That's still really good, especially compared to the DCEU, which most of their movies are below 50%. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for the MCU. And I would go in a little... I'm probably now going to go in with my expectations set a little lower because it is kind of controversial and people are saying it's boring or too heavy or it feels so disconnected to the MCU. Or even I've been hearing this that, you know, it kind of makes the whole Infinity Saga seem unconsequential because it's such a big... This movie's such a big scale that it kind of just makes that feel smaller. And that's another problem that I'm having with the current MCU is the multiverse. Yeah, it's cool to see people in the MCU who wouldn't normally be, like characters who are being played by other actors. I mean, that's cool to see and all, but at the end of the day, it's getting too confusing. And the original MCU, the Infinity Saga, is pretty simple. Now, don't start saying that I hate the MCU because I still love the MCU and I can't wait for each project that comes up. But I also think this whole multiverse thing kind of makes everything seem like it can just be reversed or you can go back in time and fix it. And I hope after No Way Home and Madness, the Doctor Strange movie, Multiverse of Madness, I hope after that they do kind of, settle that we're not going to be doing all this multiverse stuff, because for the average viewer who doesn't watch all the MCU stuff, they get confused with that. And I feel like now more than ever in the MCU, they're making movies that don't feel like individual movies and more of just a piece of the puzzle, and you can't enjoy the movie unless you've seen the rest of the franchise. And I know previous MCU movies have done that, but especially nowadays with all the series, I think it's going to maybe be a problem, but I'm glad Eternals is different. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I'm really excited for the Eternals. Again, I love the MCU. Tell me your thoughts. Are you excited? Are you not going to see it now with all these mixed reviews? Even though they're not very mixed reviews, but guys, thank you so much for watching. May the Force be with you.